This year has been a struggle, and not a light one either. I'm sure future history books are going to talk about how 2020 was quite possibly one of the worst times to ever be alive. Good thing video games exist. Who said I'm not the king of video transitions? On a more serious note, I've been way more thankful to have games in my life than ever before. I haven't really looked at them in that regard before. It's a new perspective I've been given the bizarre privilege of experiencing. With the thousands of hours we've socially distanced and sat inside, video games have been casting the most important role they'll possibly ever have. Not only to keep us physically healthy, but mentally as well. I honestly can't imagine what this time period of my life would be like if I wasn't a gamer. It's been hard to wrap my mind around at moments. When I think about how often I game and how much of an importance it plays in my life, I can't help but feel fortunate to even be able to play all this stuff. These games, new and old, have continued to be as fun as they've always been. Only now have they also held a vital assignment as a distraction from the outside world. My life outside of YouTube hasn't been affected by this that much, very little as a matter of fact. But I know not all people are in as good of spirits as I am during this incredibly difficult time. Being there for someone they need the most is something I've always really tried to prioritize and something I hold near and dear to my heart. And how do you do that in the world of video games? Well, here enters kind words. So, what is kind words? What do you do exactly? Well, to put it simply, you send and receive letters. Granted, that may not sound too exciting or even worthy of being the star feature of a game, but it's a lot more than what meets the surface. These don't read out like the pen pal letters you sent back and forth in elementary school, asking each other what menial things were going on in your day-to-day life. No, these letters read out much darker. Not all, but a lot of these letters read out almost like a secret glimpse into someone's private journal or diary. The thoughts often kept to oneself, but not thrown out into the open for everyone else to see. Exact subject detail differs from letter to letter, but the tone remains the same. The troubling thoughts that plague us all, broken relationships, emotional problems, feeling like a stick in the mud as your star role in the game of life. What makes these players feel safe to divulge such sensitive information in kind words is the genuine sense of anonymity. Each letter is marked off with the first letter you entered in the game. No more, no less. Sometimes you will catch people who sign off with their full name, which looks kind of funny, but rest assured, the only thing shared personally about you outside your thoughts you've already shared is the first letter of the name you entered. The way the quote-unquote gameplay works is as follows. Write a letter, send it out in the void, other people view it and can reply to it if they'd like. Once you see the reply, that's it. End of communication. It isn't a one person, one letter sort of deal, as many people can reply as they see it or want to. Once that return package is sent, any communication with that exact person is gone forever. It's kind of trippy to think about that way. I've seen some really heart-wrenching, tear-jerking stuff on here before. I've sent replies trying to say what I think could best benefit the situation with an open mind. And I'll never be able to know how they took it, if it made them happy, sad, if they acted upon the small bit of advice that I gave them, if they brushed it off like it was nothing, anything really. It makes every conversation feel like a cliffhanger ending to a movie, a damn suspenseful movie too. So despite the dark and gloomy tone of this game, where's the fun? What was enjoyable? Where's the replay value? And what exactly had me coming back over and over again? We already know what the meat of the content is here in kind words, sending, receiving letters and whatnot, but what makes this all a lot less sad and melancholy than it could be is the aesthetic. Everything is so calming and relaxing, from the starry background and character design to the music and objects sitting around your room. All these little things come together to create a peaceful atmosphere I wouldn't think possible for a game as emotionally intense as this. The visuals in this game are so beautiful. The background is like something you'd see in the sky while roasting marshmallows at midnight with the gang. It's so mesmerizing and it's kinda making me sleepy. This little red-headed fella is a physical exemplification of yourself. All he does is chill and zone out and write at his table at the same time you type, but his casual, laid-back demeanor and almost lackadaisical attitude creates the most stress-free, peaceful environment imaginable. This is probably the closest thing we'll ever see in a game that's as vibing as that hip-hop radio chill meme picture of that cat and the girl working at her table. Is that even a meme picture? I think it is, but I also might be imagining its meme status. Speaking of chill lo-fi beats, that's the other star attraction of kind words. As much as the subtitle lo-fi chill beats to write to is hinting towards some sort of minor meme stardom status, it's quite the opposite. The soundtrack was done by composer-producer Clark Aboud. He was behind the music for other games such as Factory Town, Make Sale, and one I'm sure you've all heard before, Slay the Spire. So needless to say, this guy knows a thing or two when it comes to making amazing game soundtracks, and it's no different here. Words can't describe how truly quality and magnificent this game's soundtrack is. It's the kind of ambient down-tempo stuff you'd zone out to while slaving away for dozens of hours on your computer doing homework. It's the same kind of music that you can enjoy when you just sit down, you vibe to it, you sit back, relax. Next thing you know, you wake up from a 3-hour nap and you've damaged your sleep schedule. I had to contain myself something serious to not stick kind words on my top 5 game soundtracks video. It's damn good and can be listened to on YouTube and Spotify. Even if you never tried this game out, I highly recommend checking out the Kind Words soundtrack. It's a thing of beauty. Believe it or not, Kind Words actually has some collectible elements within it as well. Every time you send a letter, you seal it with a sticker of your choice. You start with only one, but over time you'll amass a full sheet of them. Once you receive said stickers, not only can you send them to other players and help them expand their sticker sheet as well, but these stickers can also be used as physical objects to decorate your room. They don't really do anything per se, they just kind of sit there as much as a stationary set or desk lamp would, but they resemble the finer details of this game, the small touch that makes this space feel more personal, more comfortable, more you. For the longest time that I played this game, there was only the one room, the magenta pinkish colored room with the accompanying sticker sheet, but now there's a second room, a blue room with a whole new sheet of stickers. Both look really nice and each have their own appeal. The magenta colored room definitely has that old faithful feel to it. It's the OG room of this game and can be loved every time for being the same one that started it all. And personally, it does feel a lot more warm and comforting to me too. But the blue room is nice also, don't get it twisted. It honestly felt like Kind Words got shaken up to feel new again when it was introduced. Ever since it's been added, I haven't swapped back to the magenta color room, and to be frank, the blue room sticker sheet absolutely thwomps the other one. I don't even have them all yet, and I love them way more already. Everything that Kind Words has to offer, the visuals, the music, the handling of such sensitive topics in such a beautiful, heartfelt way is awesome. I love it. I can't get enough of it. But the question that remains is there replay value underneath all of this? As long as people are feeling some type of way, they're always going to want to come on here to either air out their thoughts, and same for those who want to hear those people out for what it's worth. There's no shortage of people playing this game. From when it was first released in late 2019 to now, it seems that the community within this game is growing with no sign of slowing down. The people who play this game, myself included, embrace this initiative step Kind Words is made of, giving people an outlet to express themselves anonymously. Usually whenever I recommend a game, I can easily think of something to compare it to explain what's within the game a lot easier. My time at Porsche is kind of like Stardew Valley, but in 3D. Will you like ukulele? Well, if you like the banjo games, then probably. You enjoy breaking controllers? Then play Ultimate Chicken Horse, stuff like that. When it comes to Kind Words, there's nothing else out there that feels quite like this in anything, anywhere. It really is one of the most unique, one-of-a-kind games I've ever played in my life. So how do I suggest a game to someone when there isn't anything to compare to, a concept so new and fresh that there's not only nothing else like it, but the first of its kind, a true originator? I'll say this. If you want to try a game that provides something new, something you've never seen before, give Kind Words a try. This game has such a genuinely wholesome and innocent aura surrounding it that I've never felt before. I know that the touchy subject matter isn't everyone's cup of tea, and that's the only thing I see really driving people away from this game, but not for a fault of its own. It is what it is. It doesn't handle these things in an immature or reckless way. Some people just don't want to be around this type of stuff, and I totally understand that. As it stands right now, I've put about 24 hours on Kind Words in the span of around a year, which is way more than I ever thought I'd plug in on this. It's a fun title to go on for a little. Type some letters, see what people are up to, try and nab some stickers, bounce, come back the next day, rinse and repeat. Sometimes I'll play for 10 to 15 minutes, other times well over an hour. Each time I close the game, I leave happier than I did before I opened it. When I sit back and really think and ponder about what the future holds for Kind Words, I can't help but wonder if this game, down the line, will be something that's considered the spark that lit the fuse. Only time will tell if this will inspire other people to create similar games as this one, games that help people find healthy outlets for their inner problems. I think it's a step in the right direction and could potentially do some really cool things for the gaming scene if it's proactively attempted by multiple people. In a perfect world, everyone tries this game out and enjoys it, though I know that can't be the case. However, if you like what you see and what I've had to say about it, you can't go wrong for a measly $5 Canadian on Steam. Also, if you ever catch anyone signing off with much love from Canada or the :3 catface text emoticon, you might have got a letter from your boy, unless after this video has been out, someone's trying to impersonate me, in which case it might be an imposter, but most likely it will be me. If you head in with the best of intentions, you may just be pleasantly surprised, and I guarantee that you won't be disappointed. Hello everybody, I'm talking over end slates again. I have two really big ideas that I want to hopefully get out before the year ends. Hypothetically, if these videos end up coming out the way that I want them to, they should be more big and grandiose than the 2 Halloween episodes were that I did, the Monster by Mistake and Goosebumps one. And these are still very much in the early stage of being anything close to a video, but I just wanted to update you guys that if everything goes according to plan, I should have 2 really awesome videos that will be a really good way to end off 2020 for the YouTube channel. With all that out of the way, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a good night or a good day, whatever time zone you're located in, and yeah, take it easy and have a good one.